welcome to Bubble Science. So today we're going to talk about bubbles. You should have gotten a kit from the library that had some directions about how to make your own bubble wands with some pipe cleaners, some straw and string, and you should have gotten your very own bubble solution. So you're going to use all of that, and I'll show you a little bit later how to use those. But right now we're just going to talk about the science of bubbles. Have you ever made bubbles on an awesome day and thought, how does this work? Right? It's just kind of soapy. But how do I make these giant, awesome, cool bubbles? Or have you ever seen a video or a performer do like a whole bubble, like they take a hula hoop, right? And then they go over themselves and all of a sudden they're in a bubble. Like, that's crazy. So I wanted to teach you a little bit about bubbles. So what is a bubble? A bubble is a thin layer of soap. So it kind of makes this sandwich of soap, water, soap. And then it makes this thin film that comes out. So you need a bubble solution. So sometimes it's just dishwasher soap like Dawn and some sugar, because you need something that kind of sticks so it keeps the sandwich of the soap, water, soap, right? So you need a little bit more than soap and water. But that's basically what a bubble solution is, and that's how you make a bubble. And you're like, well, okay, you've talked about a film and that's how you make a bubble, but isn't there something missing? And you're right. What do you do when you have a bubble wand, right? Or what is a person doing when they're pulling the hula hoop over them to make a huge giant bubble? They're providing air, right? You blow into the wand, you go like, you add air. And so you need that soapy solution that's soap, water, soap, a bubble sandwich, if you may. And you need air, which is where you come in, right? You provide the air and it makes the bubbles. So that's what a bubble is. Now, why is air so important? Well, air's a gas, right? We can't really see it. It's not like a solid, right, that takes up a total form. And it's not like a liquid, right? Because we can also see a liquid. It's a gas. So it's hard to see, but it's part of the bubble magic. So if you wanted to use a different type of gas, would that work in a bubble? It would. It would be hard, but you could totally find like helium or some other gas and try to make a bubble with that. Now, of course, none of us normally have those again, so that's more of a fun science experiment with scientists that might have that in their lab. That's not an at-home thing, but it's something that can be done. So I talked about the water sandwich, right? The soap, water, soap. You put it in the wand, you add your air, which is a gas, and bam, you have your bubble. That's kind of cool, right? So that's the science of how a bubble is made. But do you ever wonder, why are they round? Well, it's because of the type of solution, right? The soapy solution. So it can stretch, it can do whatever your wand makes it, right? Your wand might be in the shape of a heart, or it might be a star, or it might just be round. Or like I said, those performers that have the hula hoops and they go, whoop, and the bubble goes right over them. But it will always go back to, if it doesn't have that frame of the wand or the hula hoop, it will always go back to its original form, which is round. So it will stretch, and it can stretch because it has that really cool soapy film, which allows it to be elastic-like, which means stretchy. And it can make crazy looking shapes, but as soon as it leaves that wand, what shape is it gonna be? It's gonna be round, because that's its natural shape. So I want you to experiment with that when you make your wands. Make stars, make flowers, make hearts, make whatever shape you can make with your pipe cleaners, and then see, does it really maintain a circle once it leaves the wand? What happens? Because it definitely takes the form of the wand, right? It would be a heart, but when you go and it leaves that heart shape, is it still a heart? I want you to pay attention to that. Be a scientist and observe your bubble science. And that is the science of bubbles. So I hope you have fun. Now we're going to talk about how to do our bubble experiment and make our bubble wands. And then I'll be back to say goodbye. Hi everyone, I am here to do our bubble tests. So you were given pipe cleaners, to make your own wands. You're given straw and string to make a different type of wand, and you were given your very own bubble solution. So what I went ahead and did is I poured my bubble solution in a tray. And you're gonna want that because you need something wide for your straws. Now you can put it in a tray, you can put it in a plastic bin, you can put it in a lot of different containers as long as it's wide enough to fit here. So I went ahead and poured my bubble solution in the tray, and I wanted to show you how to make your very own wand. So with this one, my example is a circle like a normal wand. That just took one, but this took 2 pipe cleaners, and this star here, it's a little soggy because it's been in the bubbles, that also took 2 pipe cleaners. So I'm going to show you how to make a heart using just one. So what does the shape of a heart look like? Well, it has a little bit of an indent, right? We want to make like 2 loops, and then we want to have something to hold it by, right? Because it ends in a point. So then we're going to kind of twist the bottom so it has a point. And then let's use this. So it's a heart shape in the wand, but if I go what shape is the bubble it makes? And that's what you can experiment. Make different shapes with your wand, and then what shape is the bubble gonna be? So then your straws, you were given 2 straws, and you're gonna string your straws on, and it's kind of hard to do by yourself. So make sure you have a grown-up, because it takes a little bit of teamwork. And then you're gonna tie the knot once you have your straws on your string, so it's gonna kind of look like this. And then you're gonna pull your straws to the side, or you could do front and bottom. And then you want to squish it up in the bubbles, move it back and forth. And see what happens. Does it make one giant bubble? Does it make several little bubbles? So here's a full window pane of bubbles. That's kind of cool, right? Or what happens if you just slowly close and bring back? The bubble solution stays the same, right? So I want you to make your wands, test out your bubbles, and have lots and lots of fun. That's how you make a bubble wand and make bubbles.
Hey, thank you for watching and learning all about bubbles, and I hope you have fun doing your bubble experiments. If your grown-up wants to take any photos or videos, they can send it to me at the library. We would love to see them. My email address is jmedel@wauclib.org. So if they want to send me any pictures, that would be really cool. Or if they post them on Instagram, if they could tag the library, because we would love to see what you guys are doing. And do your bubble wands work? Do you have lots of fun? So I hope you're enjoying your summer. I hope you have lots of fun with bubble science. And we hope to see you at the library soon. Bye.